So there's design level, user level, and business level. So for the design level, it's very clear. Is if I design what when I identify, for example, the onboarding flow has 10 steps and it takes 3 minutes to complete. After the redesign, it reduced down to 5 steps and just 1 minute to complete. So that improvement is the design impact, the improvement of the reduction of steps and the reduction of time. Very clear, very simple to translate. Where sometimes there is a gap, even is translating to user impact. Meaning like, okay, because of this reduction in steps in time, how did that impact the user? And in most cases, designers, when they're doing user testing or interviews, they'll just say, they ask for qualitative feedback, right? Meaning, hey, yeah, it felt better, it felt easier, it felt good. But they didn't know, they can't stop that. Some would then ask, oh, maybe out of the 5 users that I've tested, 4 or 5 say this comment, which is great. But there's still steps deeper. You could simply ask on a scale of 1 to 10, how easy was it for you to complete this flow? On a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied were you with this new design or this new flow compared to their previous design? So for the previous design, I'll ask the same question, and then for the new design, ask the same question. And because of that, and the delta or the difference would be the improvement. But a lot of folks do not ask that as well, right? So there's still a gap. And this exists for mid-level designers. And when I'm training my mid-levels or my team, that's one of the aspects that we'll talk about as well. For the last one, which is the business level impact, this feel is still a big gap for a lot of designers, even especially for my experienced designers. So not to say just like mid-level. So if the mid-level, for mid-level designers, if you can articulate the user level and the business level impact in terms of your design, I think you still can be positioned and yourself something a bit more senior, which is fine, which is great as well. But because of the design that you have changed, which is the reduction of time and steps, great. And this because in terms of the user, how did it impact the user? It allowed them to complete the task faster. It allowed them to be more happy, more satisfied, it increased adoption in the design, great. But because of this change in user level or user outcomes, how did that influence or impact the business? How did it impact the revenue? How did it impact the productivity of the staff? How did it impact or save costs for the company? Or how they increase retention or increase conversion? So there are multiple ways of how we can talk about it. But it should connect for designers, right? Because ultimately the work that you do should serve the user and the business as well. And that's why you're getting a salary to help the business. Articling this, I think, is the big gap. And not only just for improving your case study or writing better resume bullets, but more importantly, it's your day-to-day work as you're communicating with your different stakeholders, not within just your team of designers and your manager and the head of design, but also your counterparts in product, in marketing, in sales, in your management. If the designers are able to start communicating beyond just the design level impact that they do, which they're great at, and start talking about the user level and more importantly up to the business level, I think we can start to see people appreciating design better and start to see the value of design a lot more. Yeah. So I feel like that is a big gap for across all levels, but especially for mid levels and senior levels.